2024, the year of Shadow. Never in my life would I have imagined Shadow the Hedgehog having such an incredible year. Shadow the Hedgehog is one of my favorite characters and also one of the most popular characters in the Sonic series. This year is the best year for Shadow fans. He's getting a lot of recognition and love that he deserves. Many know him as Sonic's rival, or maybe even as Edgy the Hedgie, but I know him as the brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save Earth, the one who gave humanity a second chance. Shadow had all of us stunned when he appeared as a playable character. Wait, my bad. A crossover of Sonic and Shadow as the protagonists of their own story in the same game. No one saw it coming. Absolutely nobody. I was in disbelief and shocked when I first saw the trailer. I couldn't believe that they gave Shadow the spotlight to have his own story mode. And it all works well because Sonic Generations is about visiting different timelines in Sonic's past adventures all the way to the present era. But there's also another hedgehog that had his fair share of adventures in the past and present era. So in Sonic X Shadow, Shadow's main plot is about defeating Black Doom's army, called the Black Arms, once again and facing off against Black Doom himself. I remember playing Shadow the Hedgehog on the GameCube as a kid and seeing Doom's Eye. Yep, that's his name. I wonder why. And Black Doom for the first time as well. Doom's Eye gave me such an eerie vibe. I mean, look at the thing. Can you really blame me? And it talks too, like a monster out of this world. Wait a minute. I just realized. How does it talk? Does it have a mouth? Where's its mouth? And this other character is Doom, or Black Doom. And if you're wondering why they have the same name, that's because they are the same character. Let me explain. It's Black Doom's third eye, separated into a black arm organism that acts as a seeing eye for Black Doom. Shadow was created by the greatest and smartest scientist known to man, Gerald Robotnik. He was designed as a part of a medical research program called Project Shadow, which aimed to create immortality and a military weapon. Gerald made a deal with an alien warlord to give some of his blood and insert into Shadow's bloodstream to make him immortal. But that meant having Shadow be part of the Black Arms army. Although Gerald didn't like that idea, he wasn't given much of a choice as he was desperate to help his beloved granddaughter, Maria, who suffered from an incurable disease called NIDS. And if you're curious to know if it's real, no, it's not real. Now you don't have to go out of your way to search it up. I saved you some time. With the help of Doom, Shadow was given immortality. But just as the ultimate life form was nearing completion, Gun, the guardian unit of nations, breached the Ark and shot everyone in plain sight to erase witnesses who knew about Project Shadow, including Maria. Shadow's reason for existence was taken away, and all Maria wished for was to visit Earth with Shadow. And that wish faded away into nothing but a memory. He knew that even after the traumatic experience of his best friend to death, he was going to continue to fight all evil that brought chaos and destruction to Earth, as he promised her. So with many adventures in the timeline, we are brought here with a brand new adventure. He no longer has to be on the sidelines cheering on Sonic to defeat the Time Eater like a cheerleader. Also, what the f***, Sega? Why would you do Shadow like that? After everything he's gone through, after sticking to Maria's promise of saving the world and defending it, they somehow thought us fans were going to just let that slide. Bro, he's literally the ultimate life form, the perfect being, the protector of all evil, so how... Sorry, I just can't wrap my head around that. Anyways, moving on. We were shown some trailers for Sonic X Shadow Generations. And to backtrack where we left off, Shadow is on a quest to defeat Black Doom once again. But while trying to defeat him, he's going to revisit various past levels he's experienced over the years to get his hands on Doom once and for all. It hasn't been shown if the Time Eater got hold of Shadow and sent him to the white space. What we do know about Sonic Generations is that the Time Eater trapped Sonic's friends by consuming them in portals that distorted them and froze them in place, as well as distorting space and time. Sonic's friends are pulled into their respective timelines and left frozen or trapped in the white space. Similar to the stages, they are effectively stuck in these frozen moments, unable to move or interact with the world until Sonic restores the timeline. The white space represents a void, or an empty canvas, essentially a place where time and space have been erased or frozen. The stark whiteness emphasizes the absence of life, color, and reality, symbolizing the damage the Time Eater has done by distorting time. When a level is complete and time is restored, his friends regain consciousness and are fully freed from the Time Eater's grip. Though Sonic's friends are distorted in time, they don't remember exactly what happened to them. For example, when Tails is first freed, he mentions that everything feels strange, but he doesn't fully understand why until later in the game. This shows that the time distortion affects their awareness as well. So how good is the story, you may ask? Well, you see, Sonic Generations doesn't have much of a story. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. What I'm getting at is that Sonic Generations' story wasn't meant to be impactful from the beginning of its development. The sole purpose of Generations is to revisit old levels and replay them in a new and fun, creative way. That was the main focus. After all, it was a celebration of Sonic's 20th anniversary. Even the opening cutscene has Sonic's friends waiting to surprise him with a birthday cake and food. So it's no surprise if Shadow's story is mild, but engaging at the very least, which is fine by me. I'd rather play a game that doesn't have a strong story, but offers fun gameplay, than to play a game with a poor story, because then you get Sonic's campaign in Sonic 06. Sega has shown us 3 different trailers so far, with one of them differing from the others. This one called Doom's power and abilities, mainly focused on showcasing Shadow's new abilities thanks to Black Doom. He cursed Shadow with this new power, but Shadow adapts to it and uses it to his advantage, enhancing his arsenal. I really like this design of Shadow with the black arms wings. It looks really cool. Many levels feel familiar because most of these levels are from his previous adventures, similar to Sonic, hence that's why it's a crossover title. They are also releasing a mini short clip series called Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings. It's going to cover many of Shadow's core memories, and maybe even combine memories due to Black Doom messing with Shadow's head and haunting him. But that part is just speculation. I'm saying this because part 1 has been released, and there's a memory of Shadow fighting Emerald in the arc, which originally that never happened in the normal timeline of events, unless it's canon now, but I think that's unlikely. They're also going to release some Shadow figures, and I can't wait to get those. You best believe that I'm not passing up on them. And some Lego sets. This one is quite striking to me. It has the Bio Lizard, and it comes with Super Sonic and Super Shadow. It's a reference to SA2, the final hazard. This one's also really exciting. Tails in his Cyclone. And it even comes with Metal Sonic. It's awesome and it fits perfectly with the Lego theme, especially since so many Lego sets nowadays are focused on mechs. So this set really works. I'm not sure why Metal Sonic is included in the pack, but I'm definitely not complaining. Then again, he was a playable character in versus mode, so it does make sense in a way. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's going to be a Gerald Robotic diary that you can get if you pre-order the game. Or if you're way past cool as I am, you can get this limited edition bundle that comes with many goodies and Gerald Robotic's diary as well, with the price only being $249. Alright, let's talk a little bit of the diary. Gerald Robotic's diary gives a deep look into the life and mind of a man who is both genius and troubled by his work. It tells of his many adventures and findings about ancient artifacts and forgotten civilizations. He writes about exploring old ruins and powerful relics like the Chaos Emeralds and how they link with the Echidna tribe and the Master Emerald. His studies even take him to the strange mystic ruins, where he uncovers secrets that shape his work. But the diary is more than just lists of discoveries. It shows Gerald's thoughts and feelings. His notes often talk about his struggles with the choices he made. He also reflects on his family, especially his granddaughter Maria. Losing her made him rethink his approach to life and reconsider the legacy he wants to leave behind. In his writings, Gerald gives serious warnings about Shadow the Hedgehog, his greatest creation. He sees both great promise and possible danger, fearing Shadow might be used as a weapon instead of a hero he wanted. Still, there is a feeling of excitement as he talks about Project Shadow, his biggest and boldest idea, full of both hope and risk. Gerald's diary tells the story of a man between his goals, his loss, and his dreams for a better world, leaving behind a legacy that still affects the Sonic universe till this day. And the third Sonic movie comes out on December 20th, featuring Shadow as the antagonist. During the recent PlayStation State of Play, it was officially revealed that Sonic X Generations will be receiving a much anticipated Shadow DLC, adding more depth to the game's universe. In this update, Shadow somehow finds himself crossing over into the Sonic movie universe, where players will have the unique opportunity to explore and play through levels inspired by the key scenes from the upcoming Sonic 3 movie, notably Keanu Reeves, who lends his voice to Shadow in the movie, will also return to voice Shadow in the DLC, adding a fresh layer to Shadow's already complex persona. Shadow will feature the same 3D model used in the third movie. Cheers to the Ultimate Life Form for being one of the most badass characters in gaming and fiction. That's all I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like. It'll be much appreciated. I'm still new to YouTube, and showing some love to my videos can really help boost my channel. I'll be uploading more, especially in the future, for you all to enjoy. Stay hydrated and stay tuned.
Goodbye forever, Shadow the Hedgehog.